Our guest today is Bruce Schoelitz. Bruce works for the Kenniscentrum Dierplagen in the Netherlands, KAD, probably better known by the acronym to most of our members. He's a trained biologist and he works today at KAD as an entomologist. Bruce, we approached you a while back because we wanted you to write a paper about IPM, integrated pest management in urban pest management situations. And you came to our conference in Dortmund last February and presented that paper. So today I'd like to have a little chat with you about the contents of this paper, which I think is of high importance to our sector, our industry. Basically, if I understood well, you tried to deliver an ecological framework to rationalize the concept of integrated pest management. Now, how did you approach that? To begin with, maybe as a starter, is there a definition of integrated pest management on which you based yourself to write this paper? And is your paper in contradiction with the standard definitions of IPM?
Yes, well, thank you for your introduction. I've read many scientific literature about IPM, and what I found is that there are many definitions for IPM, and it's really based on people's experience and their backgrounds. So what I thought was more important was to explain how IPM works from an ecological framework, as you said, instead of providing a new definition.
So what is an ecological framework? Is there a definition of ecology?
Well, the definition of ecology is actually the study of a system as a whole. So you don't look at all specific things, you look at it as a system. And from there on you will get new insights and within pest management get some direction.
Now this model that you developed, this framework, tries to influence that ecological system. Now, how do you do that?
That's right. So within the system, if you get a pest species, there will be a population that grows. And of course, with every population, they need food, they need shelter, they need water. And within an ecosystem, there's a limited amount of resources of these things that the species need. So when the resources get limited, the population stops growing and you get a stable level. Well, the population growth of a species, of a population, is defined by the birth rate, the death rate, and migration. So the new ones are born, the old ones, they die, and new individuals can get into your system. What you can do is reduce the population size by the control measures. So physical, physiological, or chemical control. You can reduce this population size. What happens then is there's a reduction of the population size beneath a certain level. So this population is not a pest anymore. But if you don't do anything else, the population size will grow again and they can become a pest again. So with what I told before about this carrying capacity, if you would reduce the carrying capacity, so removing the food, the water and the shelter, you will never get a population as big as without doing these things, with just ordinary control measures.
So that's really an intervention in the life cycle of the species of pest, or an intervention in the population dynamics of the species of pest?
Yes, well, there's indeed a reduction in the population growth, and you have to find a balance in these measures that you take to indeed intervene in the life cycle. So what you can do is increase the death rate, reduce birth rate, and decrease migration into your population. And these are all tactics that every PCO knows actually, but it's just another way of looking at it.
Well, thank you very much. I thought that was a very interesting paper that you made for us.
Thank
Our
you.
members will be able to read it by clicking on the language underneath the video in the newsletter. And of course, we will also provide an email address and a phone number where they can get directly in touch with you if they want to know more about it. Before concluding, I'd like to quickly add that you have told me before this interview you're working on a doctor's thesis.
That's right.
What will be the title of that thesis?
The title will be Household Insects in the Netherlands, and it's about urban entomology, specifically on the insects that live within the houses.
What is the timetable on producing this paper?
Well, yes, it's planned on 4 years.
Okay, so we'll be looking forward to that because there'll be much material in there that could interest our members.
Yes, I think so. Thank you.